Hey, killer. Off the pull-up shit. What you need, what you want, so off the pull-up. What's the topic? Off the pull-up. Plenty topics, say we got it off the pull-up. Like and subscribe, gonna watch it off the pull-up. We up the score from the logic off the pull-up. Off the pull-up. Off the pull-up. Plenty topics, say we got it off the pull-up. Like and subscribe, gonna watch it off the pull-up. We up the score from the logic off the pull-up. Off the pull-up. Tapping from the game, brainstorming, make it rain. No capping in no lane, real knowledge we remain. What the mother's not. Send some music if we let her not. Came from nothing to something, I used to hug the block. Off the pull-up, no pump fake when I dump the shot. Check me out, this lengthy route made me the best inside. Don't trust the clout, they do whatever just to get a name, not me. My stunts on my own like Jackie Chan off the chain. Championship rings for the bling, I'm the king. What's the topic? Politicking, we do everything. We off the pull up on the spot, that's on everything. We off the pull up on the spot, that's the pull up. Plenty topics, say we got it off the pull up. Like and subscribe, gonna watch it off the pull up. We off the score from the logic off the pull up. Off the pull up, off the pull up. Plenty topics, say we got it off the pull up. Like and subscribe, gonna watch it off the pull up. We up the score from the logic off the pull up. Off the pull up, off the pull up. Hey, killer.
Hey, I just wrapped another pack, finishing it out the way. Yeah, I know it came over, you could keep the extra weight. I won't buy a bitch of Benz, I might put her in a scrape. Throw them bows in the trunk, send that bitch cross the state. My nigga setting up the trap like a 10 in the camp. Nigga run off with a bag, then I'm getting him stamped. I-80 do the dash, bring a couple packs back, get them off real fast, call it hitting the gym. Been feeling like the nigga, I'm officially him. I just ran it up and finna flip it again. I know the gang come with L's, but the mission is win. Made it rain on this block, finna drench it again. Broke out a name on the Glock, so he switched to the SIG. He was riding X6, but he switched to the Benz. I was in the hitting licks, but I switched to the scamming. I could talk a nigga bitch out her panties. Give me room when I'm shooting, bet 100 on that point when it land. I could trap me out, a nigga advance, it ain't nothing to us. It's funny how the story changed when they run into us. Funny how these niggas out here broke, but they talking bags. Crazy how these niggas fold when the feds come. Crazy how a nigga hate when your bread come. Crazy how the money make a bitch head dumb. Crazy how a nigga went to racks from them breadcrumbs, nigga.
Not war. Ramp with me. Come on! They say, make shot push the world people for fun. Who want test me? Come on! Come on! No, who not bomb class ramp with? You know me? I am the original Jamaican Dantana. You understand? Jamaican road one. I'm a ramp with bomb class me. Come on. I murder people for fun. Murder on a bomber class for fun.
Let me talk to you real quick.
Oh yeah. You know what it is. It's all with me. You should roll with me. And baby, then you'll see. You where you supposed to be. Cause I ain't tryna run no game. I ain't the same as all the other dudes. I just wanna know your name. No pressure, babe. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you? And get to know you. What you doing? Where you going? Hey, maybe we can spend some time. And I can talk about making you my baby. My baby, I think we will go so crazy, but I don't wanna wait. Ain't tryna rush you, baby, let me know what's up. With you, baby, with you, pull up on you, baby, and help you ease your mind. Ain't nothing wrong with a good time. So while we're here, all I ask is that you keep it real, and I'ma always keep it 100. pussy got power, and you a flower. And I just wanna be a part of your growth. But I ain't tryna run no game, I ain't the same as all the other dudes. I just wanna know your name, no pressure, baby. Can I talk to you? Can I talk to you and get to know you? What you doing? Where you going? And maybe we can spend some time, and we can talk about making you my baby. My baby. I think we will go so crazy, but I don't wanna wait. Just let me know what's up.
Let me know what's up.
Yeah. Look, I don't got no time to romance her. When it come to phone calls, baby, I don't answer. Baby, I don't answer. No time to romance her.
Hey, yo, Wavy, where you at, nigga? Yes, sir.
These niggas got a hole in their pocket, change falling. Niggas was just up, now they broke, guess they fake ballin'. Since a kid, I've been getting cheese. Had to lose it a couple times before I stacked the cheese. Gave lil' bro the game, now he MVP. Had to cut baby, she couldn't focus like ADHD. Pockets got the months poking like a fist in knees. I send baby out, she bring it back like a frisbee beat. I'm shitting on niggas, leaving stains, go get Mr. Clean. Fresh paper waves, probably posted where the bitches be. They got their PPPs, took it straight to Miami Beach. But I won't blame them, just judge them by the stacks they bring. She come up short, wonder why the phone just ring. I'm knocking hoes only if she bout the dough. Gotta be a stand up, not a fall down hoe. Calling plays like Phil Jack if I direct this to go.
Marvin Gaye with the Glock, I'm tryna get it on. Beat that pussy till it's good, she flex like King Kong. Eyes low off that purple, bitch, I'm Ching Chong. That boy be the goatee flex on their song. I'm popping pills, tryna go and coke. We're all white, I be thinking I'm the Pope. She be calling me her daddy, but she still tryna elope. Got a Glock with a stick and it's right under my coat. Niggas staring hella hard, but they don't want no smoke. I need me a McLaren and I need me a boat. She got some good head, but this bitch hella slow. They be all up on my dick, tell them boys to take notes. She want me to eat her out, I told you this bitch slow. It's been a whole week, she ain't tryna go home. If it ain't about no money, don't be calling my phone. Working perfect on my craft, tell them boys to watch the throw. Yeah, cause I'm coming for it. Shoot a couple warning shots, better run like Forrest. Pounds inside the storage, bank account looking gorgeous. Cook up this dope, sometimes it feel like porridge. Yeah, tryna dress like me, I'm sure you can't afford it. Stay scoring, I'm steady storching. Pockets looking like Norbit. If Phil Jackson be the coach, then bankroll Jordan. Yeah.
Off the pull-up shit. What you need, what you want, so off the pull-up. What's the topic? Off the pull-up. Plenty topics, and we got it off the pull-up. Like and subscribe, gonna watch it off the pull-up. We up the score from the logic off the pull-up. Off the pull-up. Off the pull-up. Plenty topics, and we got it off the pull-up. Like and subscribe, gonna watch it off the pull-up. We up the score from the logic off the pull-up. Off the pull-up. Tapping from the gang, brainstorming, make it rain. No capping in no lane, real knowledge we remain. What the mother's not. Send some music if we let it not. Came from nothing to something, I used to hug the block. Off the pull-up, no pump fake when I dump the shot. Check me out, this lengthy route made me the best inside. Don't trust the clout, they do whatever just to get a name, not me. My stunts on my own like Jackie Chan off the chain. Championship rings for the bling, I'm the king. What's the topic? Politic and we do everything. We off the pull up on the spot, that's on everything. We have to pull up on the spot, that's the pull up. Plenty topics and we got it off the pull up. Like and subscribe, gonna watch it off the pull up. We up the score from the logic off the pull up. Off the pull up, off the pull up. Plenty topics and we got it off the pull up. Like and subscribe, gonna watch it off the pull up. We up the score from the logic off the pull up. Off the pull up, off the pull up.
Oh man, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Shout out to the boy motherfucking Corey, See the Shooter. Shout out to my boy Gotti for that great motherfucking introduction music, man. This your boy Killer holding y'all down today for another episode of Off the Comic. Shit, man, we've been having some technical difficulties. Last time we went live, a video that we played got us a strike. So the regular pages, all the other pages, you know, the Off the Pull Up and Off the Pull Up Clips pages, them shits got strikes up on it, man. So that's why you see it up on my shit right now. But you know, the show must go on and shit. We out for like a week up on them pages, but whatever we do up on here definitely will be uploaded up on the pages along with the clips and shit like that, man. That kind of set a nigga back, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the show must go on. Got a great show for you today. This is another episode of Off the Comic. That Venom Last Dance, that motherfucking the trailer just came out today. They put out a whole bunch of shit. They introduced one of my favorite comic book characters ever since the first time they created him. It's Noel the Symbiote guy. It's the nigga that created Venom, someone that created Carnage, Riot. Like, it's a whole bunch of them and shit like that. He's the creator of it. And he was there before the Celestials. He was one of the people that was there when it was all darkness and shit like that. But anyway, man, we gonna get into the trailer. I still haven't looked at it, but once the trailer came out, I seen news that they put motherfucking Noel up on there, so I want to see what he looked like. Then we gonna go fuck with my nigga All Fires. He gonna break down the trailer and shit. I was trying to go see what's up with my nigga Eric Voss at New Rockstars, but he hasn't dropped anything on it, and I know his shit gonna be a crazy deep dive. Might have to spin the block and just go over that video. Then we gonna go hit my nigga Rob at motherfucking Comic Books Explained. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, the guru, you know what I'm saying? RP comic historian, man. Still fucked up over that, bro. But you know how we do it, man. Before we get into it, we gotta get into that poet, man. We gotta get into that Roman the poet. So shit, which one should we? You know what? I'm gonna go to the album. Let me quit playing. I'm gonna go to that album. We about to get off that Poet from Deep, man. And this 4-pack, one of the best things that came out this year, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? As far as independent releases and shit like that. Don't get it twisted. It's a lot of good shit that came out this year too. But I'm talking about on the independent thing. Next step is niggas about to start putting this more in motherfuckers' faces, man. Because I feel like that's the only thing. It's like the only thing keeping motherfuckers away, putting this shit up in motherfuckers' faces a little bit more extensive. You know what I'm saying? Get the right backings behind it. But that's what we're here for. You know what I'm saying? Until then, we're gonna build this platform, like I said. We're gonna give more, you know what I'm saying, the good music a shot. You know what I'm saying? And the cold part is, it'd be way more music that I could play that I could go into, but a lot of motherfuckers either don't own their masters or they got the shit where to strike a nigga page and shit. Like I said, that's why a nigga got a strike right now, is because playing a song from somebody that we thought it would have been cool, but end up not being cool. So, you know, pay the consequences and shit, and it's all good, because at the end of the day, we still building it. We still getting to know how good, you know, getting to know how to do this shit. But like I said, man, we're gonna get into this Rome, and then we're gonna get into the videos. Let's get into it. Hold on.
In terms of the West Coast scene, you trying to fit in? What's your angst?
I mean, I'm just representing what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? From a perspective of a young dude that been out in these streets. Feel me? I'm just, you know, giving it to him raw and uncut.
He's local poet that will never change.
Glorifying the violence.
Hey, Roman the name. Hey. Never seen nothing like this, nigga like me. Different from the others, blame Jules, she raised the beast. Oakland nigga, whipping the classic, rockin' white tee. Running to the money, palm mention, I need my cheese. Born broke before I see a grave, need 100 B's. Us against them, kill the word over the family. Sacrifices made in the trenches, no room for the weed. Gotta have heart in these parts, no love in the streets. This high shelf, so I always know the phone ain't coming cheap. Damn it, being promised, deck the law, the cage ain't meant for me. Tap for rainy days, you never know, might need to pay some fees. I'ma die, man, standing firm, ain't no bending knee. Validation not needed when it come to me. Hear it in my music, really speaking, far from make-believe. Forever stepping, truly hoping Asia found her peace. Older now, with a child, pray my son come to me. If he ever feeling weak, ghetto baby, all I know is pain. But where the love for me, found that answer in my son. He just a perfect me, respect yourself no matter what. Remember you a king, water your seed and watch it grow. The feeling that bring really something different. Worse to the hopeless might be damaged, it's blessed that we living. Niggas die every day before they ever get it. Die with a cold heart, never found worth in living. Love was never witness, but nigga, we stand on business to the bloody end. Granny told me from the start, really ain't no friends. Loyalty to code, more like oath, never been a switch. MVP, ballin' in the league, fucking scholarship. Yeah, hold on. Ballin' like an MVP, nigga, fucking scholarship. Yeah, listen, legend never dies, so after this, they gon' remember me. No room for being weak. You play with me, you need a different beat. Bloodshed and teardrops, not knowing if they notice me, but fuck them all. Felt the envy for a minute, they just want the boy to fall. Racing months, killers can't be bitch, you gotta have that dog. Lessons that we learned, death is promise, can't avoid your turn. Just live your life and hold your baby tight. Sacrifices made so my baby boy can live his life. Rest in peace to Joy, that lady loved me like she gave me life. Loyalty to oath and real love make you cherish life. Real love rare, the type of shit that get you through these nights. Pushing through the lights, staying still, got a daily price. Gotta stay focused and stay ready for this thing called life. Needed love, ran to the streets, cause they held us tight. Black and gifted, feeling cursed. Just let me speak my mind, barely talk to moms. Family broken, taking pride in mine. Through the darkest time. Head high, promise we gon' shine. Heavy hearted, damage done. The healing gon' take time. Motion weighing heavy, type of shit to break a nigga's spine. Highly medicated through the chaos, niggas gon' be fine. Fuck what they talking, need that check, I'm clocking overtime. Over mine, drop a body, sit and do the time. Father first, with an understanding till you make a life. World being cold, keep heat, gotta grip it tight. Can't be fumbling, that might be your life. Wanna win.
Hey man, shout out to the bro, man. But yeah, like I was saying, we about to get into the show. The motherfucking they dropped the Venom trailer in the crate. I ain't gonna lie, this Venom movie, I was kind of disappointed because I thought they was gonna expand on what they was doing in the MCU when they had brought them. I thought they was gonna expand on that, but they ended up not doing that. You know what I'm saying? So they going in a different way. Now this is technically the Sony universe. You know what I'm saying? So the Sony universe to kind of get tricky because they kind of claimed the last time that they did something, they combined with all the different Spider-Mans and shit like that. You know what I mean? On one movie. So they brought all the different ones to one movie. So that kind of confused the fans. And then on top of that, you had the situation where, my bad. You had a situation where Venom left a piece of itself when if you look at Spider-Man, Venom left a piece of itself at the end when he got switched back to his universe. So he left that piece that was there. Everybody thought it was going to be an expansion. Like, oh, okay, this is how Spider-Man gets the black suit in the MCU. You know what I mean? The next Spider-Man is going to be great. But, you know how Marvel is. Marvel is always going through some bullshit. It's always a contract negotiation here. It's always a problem with writers, and problem with directors, and people wanting the movie to go one way, somebody want this movie to go another way. It's always some bullshit. So Sony was movie out. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna put something out. That's what I'm gonna do just to keep it lit. But maybe there's a way he can get there. But I'm glad they at least, because I thought this movie was just gonna be just a regular. Okay, this is the last one. Me just doing shit, but they put Noel up on here. So without further ado, let's get to it.
Eddie. I'm with you to the end.
Fair use, man. Fair use. You see the disclaimer in the description. Fair use, man.
This is your captain speaking. If you look out to your left, you'll see a beautiful view of the Grand Canyon.
Told you we could fly!
Oh, the so close, dude!
Jesus Christ! Everything shut!
This shit look crazy already.
You're not going to like this.
No, I can absolutely guarantee you I'm gonna.
My home has found us.
Who sent that thing?
My creator.
Of course.
Now that I've lost everything to you.
The symbiotes didn't come here by accident. They were running.
From what?
Then a lot of nice things turn bad.
Okay. They put Noel up in there. Okay, I like that, man. Let's get back into it. That's clean.
What's his name then?
No. We have something he needs. As long as Adam lives, everything will end.
What are we doing?
We need a disguise.
Hey, man.
Whoa.
Why do you keep knocking people out? What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry.
Oh, baby, baby, it's a while.
We've come a long way, you and me. But we are strong.
This world can't survive if you stay together.
Oh, baby, baby, it's a while.
But I need him.
Okay, got the Venom horse. Nigga, they put a Venom horse up in that motherfucker.
Remember you.
There comes a time in every man's life where you have to make a sacrifice.
Eddie.
I always remember you.
No, this is all the money that we have.
What is this feeling? It's like
This feeling?
It's like all of my problems have gone away.
I think you broke me foot.
Eddie, I need more money.
That's funny. This nigga got a gambling habit. So this nigga formed a gambling habit at the end. That's funny to the motherfucker, bro. Okay, they put a glimpse of him up in there. It looked good so far. I just hope they don't do something with the message. Oh, man. That's one thing about these comic book movies. It make it hard for me. It make me hard for me as a fan to actually look at shit. The last Marvel movies that I really even paid attention to was that Spider-Man movie and that Wolverine movie. That's pretty much been it. And it's been downhill ever since then. Shout out to Ryan Reynolds for and I can't think of the director's name, and Hugh Jackman. Shout out to them for standing up, man. I feel like it's fucked up how they did that boy motherfucking Henry Cavill. Because Henry Cavill could have been the Wolverine after Hugh Jackman. I mean, y'all already don't want him to be. Y'all already can't. He ain't playing Superman no more. So, yeah, man, that shit was fucked up, bro. But let's get into this next video, bud. This is my boy All Fires. He about to break this shit down. You know what I mean? Let's get into it, bro. Hold on. All right. Let's get into it. Shout out to All Fires, man. Y'all go check him out.
Welcome Back to the channel. We got the Venom The Last Dance final trailer today, and it really ties into a lot of rumors that we've been hearing about Spider-Man and Venom going to the MCU. They have officially revealed Null, the symbiote creator, as the main villain of this final Venom film. They have been talking about how this is the end, this is the last dance. Even in the trailer, it says this is the epic conclusion to all of it for Venom. However, there are a lot of things in here that do lead me to believe that the ending that we are going to get, possibly at the very end or in a post-credit scene, is Venom going to the main sacred timeline in the 616 universe. We already know that before Spider-Man No Way Home, before they got Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, they were looking at Venom to be a big crossover with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. And as it turns out, that is seemingly the biggest reason why they kind of scrapped the idea for the Venom Let There Be Carnage post-credit scene where Venom went to the MCU. But then in Spider-Man No Way Home, they kind of erased that scene, sending him back to the SPUMC, the Sony Spider-Man universe of Marvel characters, which might be coming to an end now, at least kind of temporarily. But once they were able to get
shit, I hope so,
Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire for Spider-Man No Way Home, they decided to kind of go against that big Venom crossover and just simply leave it at the Spider-Man crossover. So that was another big reason why they sort of undid the Let There Be Carnage post-credit scene with the post-credit scene for Spider-Man No Way Home, sending Venom and Eddie back to their normal universe. However, I do think they are going back to the Venom Spider-Man crossover, perhaps saving it for a secret. But in this trailer, two really big things happen. One is, of course, we are introduced to Null, the symbiote creator. And two is that it's made.
You can witness the origin of Optimus Prime. It's time.
I don't want to witness the origin of Optimus Prime.
That Null is after Venom specifically and not safe as long as Eddie and Venom are there. And this could lead to both of them going to the MCU. And there are, in fact, a lot of connections here with the MCU, really, if some of these theories that we have about Venom are correct. For example, a lot of people think that Venom could actually be the All Black and could be the first symbiote ever spawned. In the comics, Null, using his firstborn symbiote, creates the All Black Necro Sword. And we have
the Necro Sword, but see, they put the Necro Sword on the last fucking Thor movie. He put all black, they put all black on the Thor movie.
Actually seen this sword before in Thor Love and Thunder. It is used by Gore the God Butcher, and that is actually how it goes down in the comics. Null creates the all-black Necro Sword, and he uses it to decapitate a Celestial, and that is the head that we see in Nowhere. In the comics, Null is the one responsible for doing that. And while we could not exactly get Null in Thor Love and Thunder because of the Sony Spider-Man Venom Null rights issues, that is the actual history of how the all.
See what I'm saying? When you get into the Marvel shit, as good as Marvel is, it could have been way better if they would have had all the characters. But these contract issues, people don't want to play fair. And I get it, because at the end of the day, you want to hold on to shit. You want to hold on to the shit that you paid for as long as you can. But if you're not doing anything with it, why not make it part of something bigger and just collect the check and have your name attached to something that could be big? Because they just was throwing out movies and shit like that. This Sony has fucked up Spider-Man. Spider-Man was supposed to be going on forever, and all the different MCU shits was supposed to connect into Spider-Man. Like, you have Spider-Man and X-Men. They did great movies in the beginning. Then they start going off doing extra shit, and now they don't even connect. Like, how the fuck at one point we had on Sony, we had the X-Men, and we had motherfucking Spider-Man, and they took both of them cartoons off of TV. They took both of them cartoons off of TV because they sold the rights, and they start putting that shit. They took it off of Fox and put the shit on Sony. Then Sony puts out Spider-Man. It's a success. Then he puts out the X-Men. That's a success. And then the first movie that's part of the MCU, the Iron Man shit, they do that. Then they cross Iron Man up with fucking with the Hulk, which is part of the same shit. All of these things was supposed to come together, but Sony fucked it up, and then Disney ended up buying Marvel, and then the rest is history. And Sony never wanted to come off of Spider-Man. That's why they did the Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, which was a good one. But then later on, they setting up the Sinister Six. Don't happen. And then now later on, Spider-Man, they make a deal. So Spider-Man shows up in Civil War. That's cool. Then he gets a movie. Sony gets that money, but the MCU get to have Spider-Man a part of the MCU. So Sony was making all the money off of them new Spider-Man movies, but the MCU was helping direct it and all the other shit. They made a little bag, but they got to make him part of Endgame and all these other movies and shit like that. They got to put him in there, but Sony kept the money. So they did that, and then the negotiations got crazy again. Like, I don't know, man. Motherfuckers is wild with it, but let's get back into it, man. Hold on. My bad.
Spider-Man, Venom, null rights issues. That is the actual history of how the all-black Necro Sword, the God Killer Sword, comes into play in the comics. And going back to why Null would be seeking out Venom, well, that is because he could be the very first symbiote. And my theory is that perhaps the Necro Sword has been somehow destroyed, and Null wants to create another one, and he wants to do it via his first symbiote, Venom. This could also explain why all of the other symbiotes are running from Null. Perhaps Null has been trying to create a Necro Sword out of other symbiotes, but hasn't been able to because he needs that very first symbiote. He needs Venom, and that is specifically why he could be going after Venom. You see, in the comics, when Null uses Venom to create the Necro Sword, he also uses cosmic energies from a dead Celestial's head. And he didn't know this at the time, but it was actually linked to that dead Celestial even after he created it. Eventually, that connection was severed, and the sword became a lot weaker. And the story obviously won't be the same with Venom.
Swiffer Power Moth has hundreds of...
Oh my God, hurry up.
Changing your baby is easy until it isn't. New Pampers Swaddlers 3.
Let's get back into it, man. Shit crazy.
But they could do somewhat of a similar story, linking the sword to the first symbiote, which was used to create it. That would mean that Null would specifically need Venom to recreate the sword. And that is why out of all of the other symbiotes that are out there, Null is specifically looking for Venom. And that also leads me to believe how Venom might get to the MCU. It's obvious that Null is going to continue to search for Venom, and the Earth is going to be in jeopardy as long as Venom and Eddie are there. And I don't think that they're going to die. I don't think that Venom's going to die. I don't think that Eddie's going to die. So how do you save the Earth without really getting rid of yourself? Because they're just teasing it a little bit too much for them to actually die. Plus, we have heard that Venom is supposed to, even though this is his last Venom film, Tom Hardy is still set to play Venom in other properties. Now, Sony doesn't really have a plan for the Spider-Man universe right now, so a lot of people believe that Venom will end up in the MCU, which is what I believe, because I don't believe that he's going to die. But I also don't really see a way that Venom and Eddie could possibly defeat Null. And I'm actually not even sure if Null is going to physically fight Venom. We know that he sends the Xenophage after Venom, so we're not sure if Null is actually going to physically fight Venom. But what remains is the threat that Null could technically destroy the Earth. He is that powerful. So I think ultimately at the end of this film, Venom and Eddie are going to realize they can't defeat Null, and they can't defeat an army of Xenophages, because we see through the hive mind and we see where Null is at, that there are a lot of Xenophages, and we see, of course, that Null can see everything through the hive mind and could probably even command the other symbiotes to go up against Venom. So it seems like Venom and Eddie are in a situation to where it's really hard to win, and the only way they really could probably win and protect Earth is if they leave. And that could be the plan, to finally get Venom to the 616 sacred timeline. That way, one, we finally get that Venom Spider-Man crossover that we've been waiting for a really long time. And
nah, for sure, we definitely been waiting on that motherfucker for a long time, but a long time. Like, that was always the, what the hell? That was always the situation. That was always the situation that was like the overlining, like, oh yeah, that's about to be the thing. But you know how I go. Again, Sony and Marvel.
Two, we can finally get Tom Holland with the Venom symbiote, which we know Marvel Studios wants to do in Secret Wars. Based off of what we heard for at least the original plan before Robert Downey Jr. came in as Doom and everything started to change, the original plan was for Tom Holland's Spider-Man to actually use the Venom symbiote suit for the first time in Avengers Secret Wars. That way it was like the comics, because in Secret Wars, that was the first time he used the black suit. It was later on kind of retconned to be the Venom symbiote. So that was really the first time he ever bonded with the symbiote. And if you caught our video that we did about Venom and about Spider-Man a couple of days ago, you probably know that there have been quite a bit of rumors going around recently about Venom finally making his way over to the MCU. Again,
we're gonna cut it right there. Y'all go check out the rest of that video. He gives like a super deep dive. I don't want to get into spoilers and stuff like that. A lot of these are theories and stuff like that. You know what I mean? A lot of these are theories. You know what I'm saying? But what I am going to do is, you know what I'm saying? Again, shout out to my boy, See the Shooter. Y'all check out this commercial. This has been brought to you. This is Off the Pull Up, aka Off the Comic, brought to you by Strong Enemy. Rarest form by Strong Enemy. Man, get up in your rarest form, my nigga. Break the chain. You know what I'm saying? Let's get back into it, man. Let me put this commercial up, man. Shout out to See the Shooter.
Look, niggas all upset at how I ball and stack. Never ran a toad, I got a flawless rep. Day I went legit when I became a threat. No excuses for your failures after my success. We was both retarded, stupid for the set. Back to back violations over new arrests. $100 quarter pieces was how we invest. Chop them down to 30 rocks and sell them off the step. When crash hit the block, we used to hit the gate. All out of breath talking about how we gon' be rich as Jay. Rockefeller was to Brooklyn, we'll be to LA. What Bleak was to 534, we'll be to the cage. Some niggas stay focused, some niggas straight.
Hey man, again, go check out Rarest Form Clothing. Check out Strong Enemy at on motherfucking IG. Check this Rarest Form Clothing on IG and Strong Enemy on IG. My boy Corey Rarest Form. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the boy. We're gonna get into this other commercial.
You're welcome. Oh yeah, indeed. Indeed,
man.
Shout out to the off the pull up hoodies that's about to come out. My man Killer about to have that locked in. I'm for sure gonna rock me one. And there go once again to the like and subscribe thing I was saying. If you see the off the pull up shirt and you want one, salute, you a real one. If you think it's a waste of time and you rather spend your money on Gucci and the same Jordans that come out every year, then you made it to the cornball circle. You know what I'm saying? Get you a hoodie. Get you off the pull up hoodie. Cause it's off the pull up. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man. Shout out to my boy Gotti. That's also the person that made the motherfucking Off the Pull Up theme song, man. Shout out to the boy. Shit, I'm wearing the motherfucking fadeaway hoodie. Y'all let me know if y'all like this motherfucker. This definitely Off the Pull Up. I don't know if I can show you my back. Nah. I can't step on the back of that motherfucker, pointing at the crowd and shit like that, man. But I'll put a picture up on here. We definitely fuck around and put together a commercial for it. But y'all look for this shit in the future, my nigga. These are just prototypes. If y'all like this motherfucker, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Go follow Off the Pull Up on motherfucking IG. It's Off the Pull Up Pod, spelled exactly the way it sounds. OFFTHEPULLUPPOD at IG. Y'all go follow that. You know what I'm saying? Stay up with the latest and greatest with a nigga and shit like that. You feel me? But we about to get into our last one. We about to go check out my nigga Rob from motherfucking Comics Explained. He about to break down who is Noel. Let's get into this motherfucker.
Sony spoils their movies and their trailers. So buckle up, chaps. This video is going to be
fun. So Null the symbiote god is this incredibly powerful being in Marvel Comics that controls something called the living abyss. But he's also a kind of avatar or facsimile of the cosmic entity Oblivion. All that means is that with Oblivion itself, when everything comes to an end, the one above all dies and all that kind of stuff, that Oblivion will be the last thing remaining, right? That's been established multiple times in Marvel Comics.
Oh shit, bud. What's going on with you, man? I didn't even know you was up in this motherfucker. I just peeped you was here, man. What's going on? What's going on, boy? Roach, man. My nigga Roach so loaded, man. Salute to you.
Important here is that all beings that exist out there that kind of represent the absence of light and life, that's largely just an avatar of Oblivion, except for Mistress Death. And so the way things happened with Null is that between the end of the 6th universe and the beginning of the 7th, and this kind of gap in between, Null emerged as this being that was able to control what was called the living abyss, and then in turn, just kind of enjoy himself in this pure darkness. But much like walking into an empty dark house and flicking on a light switch, when the Celestials started creating light and life across the universe, it started to encroach on the darkness of Null. So Null himself went to war against the Celestials. Now, the war wasn't very long lasting. He fashioned himself a really cool sword, killed one of the Celestials by cutting off its head, used that Celestial's cosmic energies to basically turn that sword into what we now call the all-black Necro Sword. Now, the other reason why Null went to war against the Celestials here was because, given the level of power he had and his control over the living abyss, that the Celestials wanted him to become the new King in Black. And what that means in Marvel Comics is the Kings in Black monitor and protect the universe from the inside. Now, we don't know exactly how it is that Null's role as the King in Black would have unfolded, because he rebelled against the Celestials and rejected the task they were trying to impose on him. We are seeing how things play out with regards to a King in Black right now regarding Eddie Brock, but it's basically him just in the universe and all kinds of crazy stuff happening during Venom War and so on. Playlist at the end of the video, we'll get that sorted for you. But we just don't know exactly how it would look. What's important here is that once Null had been banished, that Null used the all-black Necro Sword to basically re-enter into the universe and then start cutting a swath across the whole universe, killing every god he could possibly find. Now, a lot of you guys may listen to this and say, that sounds very similar to Gore the God Butcher, because it is. What ended up happening is that Null the symbiote god, as he was fighting all these gods across the universe, came across one that actually defeated him. And Null's body, along with the all-black Necro Sword, fell to the planet of Gore. Gore took the sword and then did the exact same thing. It has been hinted in Marvel Comics that Gore's crusade across the universe to kill gods was actually because he was quote-unquote infected by the essence of Null, and that's what kind of drove him to such an extreme campaign, but that's neither here nor there. What's important here is that once Null was defeated, Null was confined to a planet that was basically the planet of the symbiotes. Now, it was also kind of his base of operations at one point in time, so it was fitting that it became a tomb for him. But during this time, right before his defeat, as he was killing gods and so on and so forth, he started messing with the living abyss, right? Living darkness, and seeing what he could do with it. That led to him creating symbiotes, but ultimately the symbiotes turned on him, and so they literally encased him in the world that he was locked in. So for those of you guys who saw the trailer and you saw where it looked like Null was sitting on a chair surrounded by symbiotes, that may or may not be accurate, but by and large, he was just trapped there, just stuck there since time immemorial. The symbiotes themselves, after rebelling against the control of Null, actually went out into the universe. And the idea is that they would basically become what were called space knights. In essence, they would bond themselves to a host, and as a kind of symbiotic relationship, they would feed off the host's energies, not enough to kill them, but enough to keep themselves alive, and they would grant the host powers. And that host would just protect the universe in varying ways based on whatever it was they felt like they needed.
Yeah, they called the Clentar. Like, they was called the Clentar, but then later on they said that planet that they just showed Null, like, encased in, they called that the Clentar. And they said Clentar means prison. But it's neither here nor there, like I said.
Needed to do. What ended up happening is that leading up to the King in Black storyline, we found out Null was growing in power. Eventually, Null retook control of the symbiotes, gathered them to himself, and then fought and defeated the Celestials, turning them into basically giant symbiote-encrusted avatars, right? They just did whatever he told them to do. He arrives on Earth, encases Earth in symbiote goo. Nobody can escape. And that kicks off King in Black. Null did some crazy stuff during this event. He did things like killing the Sentry, like literally like that. I mean, it was so quick.
And if you know anything about the Sentry beat the shit out of motherfucking World War Hulk. And World War Hulk was a nigga that was literally like, he got so mad that like he was like clapping. He was doing that thunderclap and destroying planets. But the fact that he killed Sentry, like I said, it's crazy. Like Sentry is not no person that just get killed easily. So the fact that he showed up and killed the Sentry is wild.
It wasn't even a contest, right? Sentry being this kind of Marvel avatar of Superman, it was a pretty crazy sight to behold. But ultimately, it all comes down to Eddie Brock. And the reason why was because Eddie Brock had been the main host for the Venom symbiote for a number of years. And his symbiote itself was still kind of its own thing, right? It understood the nature of Null, and there was almost a kind of desire to be controlled by Null, and Null constantly trying to exert his influence over the symbiote. But ultimately, because of things like codices and so on and so forth, we don't have to go into that here. What ended up happening is Eddie Brock attained something called the Enigma Force. So for those of you guys who saw Ant-Man and Wasp Quantumania, right, the quantum realm, that's the microverse in Marvel Comics. And the microverse has a source of energy, the Enigma Force. Marvel calls it the Enigma Force because they literally never bothered to explain it, its origins, or how it works. But it's essentially the power of the microverse being given to a person. But it made Eddie Brock the antithesis of Null. And so using this vast power, Eddie Brock basically destroyed Null, then replaced him as the King in Black. And that kicks off the current run of Venom in Marvel Comics, which we are covering, we've been covering, and now we're in the middle of Venom War, which is amazing. It's this phenomenal story, right? Carnage has basically become God. There's no weakness to symbiotes, right? He's like immune to fire, sonics, the whole 9 yards. He created a religion. Like, it's nuts, right? Venom War is so cool. Eddie Brock is basically able to resurrect himself from essentially any circumstance. The storyline is nuts. But make sure you guys check this playlist in order to get caught up on Venom War if you're interested. But Null's cool, man. He's super powerful. So with that being said, guys, we're going to bring this to an end. Pretty quick and dirty video on the character. Thank you all for watching, and I will catch you all later. Peace.
Hey, man, shout out to the motherfucking boy Rob, man. Rob always got some good content if you in the comic books and shit like that. That nigga, like his catalog, his library is like if you don't know anything about comic books, you want to catch up from shit from way back in the days to currently now, you should definitely go check out my boy Rob. Go check out my boy All Fires. He definitely be having a whole bunch of shit based on the movies and the, you know what I'm saying, the fan theories, the plot twists, the plot leaks and stuff on different movies, a lot of spoilers and stuff like that. That's why I stopped the video where it's at, because a lot of shit he could say could be spoilers and shit like that. I want y'all to go check that shit out on his own. But just a quick video, man. Quick video. Venom did the shit, so I seen a whole lot of different things going on. So I was like, fuck it, I might as well throw a video up out here. This would be a good opportunity to go off the comic. Do y'all like Null? Do you like the different directions that they going in with it? Do you think this is a big waste of time, or do you think this is going to be big? You know, like I said, Sony and Marvel at this point have like a bad reputation. They got like a terrible reputation, but they're trying to turn it around supposedly. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully they don't. It's not like going to be like a non-binary symbiote. You know what I'm saying? Like, Hopefully it's just regular shit. Hopefully if it's just regular shit. Now, if it's weak when it's regular shit, I'll still give it more credit than trying to do some type of social justice, man. But we at the 50-minute mark. I didn't want to go over an hour, so we at this point. Shit, it's been good. We about to come back with some more. Just had to hit y'all with one real quick, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the people. Shout out to my boy Rose So Loaded. And shit, about to get up out of here. Y'all have a good day. Peace.
What you need, what you want, start to pull up. What's the topic? Off the pull up. Plenty topics, say we got it off the pull up. Like and subscribe, gonna watch it off the pull up. We off the score from the logic off the pull up. Off the pull up, off the pull up. Plenty topics, say we got it off the pull up. Like and subscribe, gonna watch it off the pull up. We off the score from the logic off the pull up. Off the pull up. Tapping from the game, brainstorming, make it rain. No capping in no lane, real knowledge we remain. What the mother's not. Send some music if we let it not. Came from nothing to something, I used to hug the block. Off the pull up, no pump fake when I dump the shot. Check me out, this lengthy route made me the best inside. Don't trust the clout, they do whatever just to get a name, not me. My stunts on my own like Jackie Chan off the chain. Championship rings for the bling, I'm the king. What's the topic? Politicking, we do everything. We off the pull up on the spot, that's on everything. We have to pull up on the spot.